Hello STEMers, welcome back. Before we get started, I just want to take a minute to thank everybody for continuing to participate in this program. I know that I speak for Mary Lynette, the library, when I say that we all just really love doing these videos and being able to keep this going with you guys and all the kids. It's very, very exciting. So thank you all so much for wanting to keep it as much as we do. This week we're doing cup stacking. It's so much fun. There's a lot of different ways that you can do it. There's a lot of different ways to play and just enjoy something so simple. And the kids really liked it too. So it was nice to see how they got so creative in the different ways to stack the cups and the ways to see how tall they could get it or how wide they could get it. It was really cute to see them get so excited and so focused on something like that. And so I just want to go ahead and dive right in. So we're going to have a story by myself. We're going to show some pictures, and then we're going to finish up with a story from Mary. In the description below, there's going to be a link to another story about stacking blocks and then some ideas for ways to play with the cups as well. So we're going to go ahead and dive right in. Thank you guys so much again for joining us, and I hope to see you next time. Hello STEMers. Our first story is Chicka Chicka Boom Boom by Bill Merton Jr. and John Archambault. I said that right. A told B and B told C, "I'll meet you at the top of the coconut tree." "We," said D to E F G, "I'll beat you to the top of the coconut tree." Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, will there be enough room? Here comes H up the coconut tree. And I and J and tag along K, all on their way up the coconut tree. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, will there be enough room? Look who's coming, LMNOP. And QRS and TUV. Still more, W and XYZ. The whole alphabet up the, oh no! Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. Skit Scat Scoodle Doop, Flip Flop Flee, everybody running to the coconut tree. Mamas and papas and uncles and aunts hug their little dears, then dust their pants. "Help us up," cried ABC. Next from the pile up, Skinny D and Stub Toe E and patched up F, then comes G, all out of breath. H is tangled up with I, J and K are about to cry, L is knotted like a tie. M is looped, N is stooped, O is twisted alley-oop, skit scat scoodle doop, flip flop flee. Look who's coming, it's black-eyed P, QRS, and loose tooth T. Then UVW, wiggle jiggle free. Last to come, XYZ, and the sun goes down on the coconut tree. But, Chicka Chicka Boom Boom, look, there's a full moon. A is out of bed, and this is what he said. "Dare double dare, you can't catch me. I'll beat you to the top of the coconut tree. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom." The end.
Caps for Sale, a tale of a peddler, some monkeys, and their monkey business. Told and illustrated by Esfir Slabatkina. Once there was a peddler who sold caps, but he was not like an ordinary peddler carrying his wares on his back. He carried them on top of his head. First he had his own checked cap, then a bunch of gray caps, then a bunch of brown caps, then a bunch of blue caps, and on the very top, a bunch of red caps. One morning, he couldn't sell any caps. He walked up the street and he walked down the street, calling, "Caps! Caps for sale! 50 cents a cap!" But nobody wanted any caps that morning. Nobody wanted even a red cap. He began to feel very hungry, but he had no money for lunch. "I think I'll go for a walk in the country," said he, and he walked out of town slowly, so as not to upset his caps. He walked for a long time until he came to a great big tree. "That's a nice place for a rest," thought he, and he sat down very slowly under the tree and leaned back little by little against the tree trunk, so as not to disturb the caps on his head. Then he put his hand up to feel if they were straight. First his own checked cap, then the gray caps, then the brown caps, then the blue caps, then the red caps on the very top. They were all there, so he went to sleep. He slept a long time. When he woke up, he was refreshed and rested. But before standing up, he felt his head to make sure his caps were in the right place. All he felt was his own checked cap. He looked to the right of him, no caps. He looked to the left of him, no caps. He looked in back of him, no caps. He looked behind the tree, no caps. Then he looked up into the tree, and what do you think he saw? On every branch sat a monkey. On every monkey was a gray or a brown or a blue or a red cap. The peddler looked at the monkeys. The monkeys looked at the peddler. He didn't know what to do. Finally, he spoke to them. "You monkeys, you," he said, shaking a finger at them. "Give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook their fingers back at him and said, "Tss, tss, tss." This made the peddler angry, so he shook both hands at them and said, "You monkeys, you give me back my caps." But the monkeys only shook both their fists back at him and said, "Tss, tss, tss." Now he felt quite angry. He stamped his foot and he said, "You monkeys, you better give me back my caps." But the monkeys only stamped their feet back at him and said, "Tss, tss, tss." By the time the monkey was really very, very angry, he stamped both his feet and shouted, "You monkeys, you must give me back my caps." But the monkeys only stamped both their feet back at him and said, "Tss, tss, tss." At last, he became so angry that he pulled off his own cap, threw it on the ground, and began to walk away. But then each monkey pulled off his cap. And all the gray caps, and all the brown caps, and all the blue caps, and all the red caps came flying down out of the tree. So the peddler picked up his caps and put them back on his head. First his own checked cap, then the gray